Have you ever paused to reflect on why your life has been so filled with trials and battles since childhood? Why it felt like the odds were stacked against you even before you could fully understand what was happening? It's not a coincidence, and it's not random. As one of God's chosen, you've been marked for greatness, and that's why the enemy has tried so desperately to break you. But here's the truth. Every tear, every hardship, and every moment of pain is about to be repaid with double blessings from the Lord. God's promises are unshakable, and He is faithful to turn your suffering into something extraordinary. If you believe this is your season of restoration, comment 999 below as a declaration of faith. And to everyone who has supported this channel through Super Thanks, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your generosity helps keep this message alive and thriving. But let me ask you something. Could it be that all this pain, all these battles, were part of a greater divine plan to shape you into the person God has called you to be? What if the trials were never meant to destroy you, but to prepare you for a purpose so much bigger than you can imagine? Stick around, because in just a moment, we'll dive deeper into how God's promises of restoration and purpose are unfolding in your life. You won't want to miss what's next. God's chosen ones, they tried to destroy you since childhood. God will repay you double for your pain. From a young age, it was as if life itself tried to knock you down. Did you ever sense how things seemed off, even when you were a child? Perhaps you had a heightened awareness, feeling energies that others overlooked, or sensing that life held mysteries far deeper than the surface. This awareness, however, didn't come without cost. Those early challenges were not by accident. They were specifically designed to make you feel different, out of place, and even isolated. They were subtle attacks meant to shake your foundation before you could even understand the strength of your purpose. Have you noticed certain signs that seem to recur in your life, such as hawks appearing at pivotal moments, or feeling the wind stir around you in moments of stillness? In the Bible, animals often appear as symbols of God's guidance. Just as the dove descended on Jesus during his baptism, Matthew 3:16, as a sign of divine approval, hawks may be reminders sent to you from above. They are more than mere birds. They are messengers from higher realms, beckoning you to rise above earthly limitations. They serve as a reminder that your destiny is not bound by what others see or believe, but rather by a calling that extends far beyond the ordinary. These signs are not coincidences. They're markers of your journey, reminders that you are meant to break through barriers, to transcend. Have you ever considered that these signs might be God's way of telling you that you're not alone, that you've been watched over since day one? Hawks, with their sharp vision and ability to soar, symbolize the heights to which you are destined to ascend. They urge you not to remain grounded by the limitations and doubts imposed by this world. Like the eagle that renews its strength, Isaiah 40:31, you were created to soar, to reach spiritual heights beyond what the eyes of the world can comprehend. But what if these signs are also a test, preparing you to trust in what you cannot see? Are you ready to step into that higher calling, letting go of worldly doubts and embracing the divine signs that point you forward? As we continue, reflect on the ways these experiences have shaped you, not to diminish you, but to prepare you for a life beyond the ordinary. Your energy has always been distinct, carrying a magnetic quality that others can't help but notice. Some people are naturally drawn to it, captivated by the warmth you exude, much like moths drawn to light. Yet there are others who feel threatened by this same light, seeking to dim it out of jealousy, misunderstanding, or even fear. This reaction isn't accidental. Powerful energy often draws attention, even from those who may not fully comprehend its source or depth. In Scripture, we see how Joseph's brothers grew envious of his dreams and favor, leading them to cast him aside, yet they could never suppress his destiny Genesis 37. Similarly, the uniqueness within you has stirred both admiration and opposition. Astrology and birth signs can sometimes highlight facets of this powerful presence. If you're an Aquarius, the water bearer, you carry the gift of vision, holding insights that often challenge conventional wisdom and shape the future. Much like John the Baptist, who prepared the way and called people toward something greater, you may be the one who brings forth transformative ideas. Or, if you're a Gemini, you might feel an ability to bridge different realms, navigating between the material and spiritual with ease, much like Solomon, whose wisdom connected heaven's knowledge with earthly affairs. Yet, understand this deeply. No matter the attempts made by others to hold you back or derail you, they can never truly take away what has been divinely inscribed into your spirit. External forces may distract or challenge you, but they can never touch the essence of who you are. Just as Jeremiah was chosen and set apart before he was born, Jeremiah 1:5, your purpose is woven into the very core of your soul. Despite the obstacles, your light is too bright, your purpose too significant to be erased by the hands of jealousy or fear. Ask yourself, have these challenges only strengthened your resolve? Has each setback become a stepping stone, refining your purpose? Consider how God's hand has guided you through, ensuring that your unique light, your essence, remains untarnished, destined to shine even brighter. Reflect on those early years, the moments when you felt like an outsider, questioning your worth or doubting if you truly belonged. At the time, these feelings may have seemed like weaknesses, but in reality, they were indications of the strength within you. Even before you recognized it, the enemy could sense this strength and sought to suppress it before you could understand its magnitude. The early challenges, those moments of isolation and self-doubt, were not random. They were strategic attempts to weaken you at the foundation. Just as Moses was targeted as an infant by forces seeking to prevent his destiny, Exodus 1, your trials began when you were too young to see the power within. And yet, look at where you stand now. Despite the hardships and relentless attempts to discourage you, you have endured. Your light shines even brighter, a testament to the resilience that was placed within you from the start. The enemy underestimated your ability to rise, not realizing that each challenge would refine rather than weaken you. Every moment of doubt has sharpened your awareness, strengthening your connection to the divine. It's much like the refiner's fire spoken of in the Bible, where gold is purified through heat, Malachi 3:3. In the same way, each struggle has purified your spirit, revealing your true, unbreakable essence. And as you continue to rise, this journey is far from over. With every step forward, the spiritual warfare around you may intensify, but so does your strength. The Bible reminds us that greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. 1 John 4:4. And your resilience serves as proof of this truth. The forces that once sought to extinguish your light now see it shining brighter than ever, illuminating not just your path but inspiring others around you. Have you noticed how each struggle seems to deepen your resolve, pushing you closer to the purpose that God has woven into your life? As the challenges come, your power only amplifies, standing as a reminder that nothing can separate you from the calling you were born to fulfill. Remember, you were never destined to face these battles on your own. From your very first breath, you have been watched over and guided by divine forces, spiritual allies, and even your ancestors. They have stood as unseen protectors, shielding you from the shadows and preparing you for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Every step, every lesson has been part of a greater preparation, not merely to help you survive, but to empower you to thrive. Deep within, there has always been a quiet knowing, a subtle whisper that you are here for something extraordinary. You sense that a divine mission is unfolding, a purpose uniquely crafted for you to carry out. This mission was not chosen by you, rather, it chose you. Much like how David was selected to be king, despite being the youngest and least likely among his brothers, 1 Samuel 16, God handpicked you, foreseeing the strength and resilience within you. He saw qualities in you that no one else possessed, and he knew that you were the only one capable of carrying out this sacred calling. This is precisely why the challenges you face have been relentless. The trials were never meant to destroy you. Instead, they serve as evidence of your divine purpose. The enemy recognizes your potential, fearing what you are capable of once you fully embrace your role. Have you noticed how each trial seems to sharpen your awareness, fortifying your spirit, and pushing you closer to this calling? As Paul wrote, "We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair." Corinthians 4:8. The battles you face are not signs of weakness, but of strength, confirmations of the powerful impact you are meant to have. And as you continue to rise, those forces of opposition tremble, for they know that once you step fully into your divine role, their influence will pale in comparison to the light you bring into the world. Reflect on this truth. Every challenge has been equipping you, refining you, and revealing the tools that have always been within. Each time you rise above adversity, you are stepping closer to the destiny etched into your spirit. The question is, are you ready to embrace this divine calling and walk the path that was laid out for you since before time began? Here's the remarkable truth. God didn't just choose you for this journey. He equipped you with every tool you would ever need to fulfill it. From the very beginning, He knew the path you would walk. And with this foresight, He embedded within you the strength, wisdom, and resilience required to overcome each hurdle. The battles you face, though they may seem overwhelming, are not obstacles meant to destroy you. They are instruments of preparation. Each challenge that appears, each difficulty that tests your resolve, is sharpening your skills and refining your spirit for the greater purpose ahead. In this way, God's divine protection has been at work since the start, turning what the enemy meant for harm into a process of fortification. Consider how each setback has strengthened you. The Bible reminds us, though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. Proverbs 24:16. With every fall, you rise, not as the same person, but as someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The purpose God has placed within you is not just significant, it's fiercely protected by His promise. Regardless of the forces that come against you, they cannot alter the outcome He has already decreed. This journey is a testimony of His power, and it's woven into every chapter of your life. This is not a victory that depends on human strength or willpower alone. The victory is assured because of the divine power that flows through you, the very power that raised Christ from the dead and lives within you. Romans 8:11. This purpose is part of a story God Himself has authored, one where your success is not just possible, but inevitable. So, when you feel the weight of your mission, remember that you are not walking this path alone. The Creator has already secured the outcome. Pause and reflect. How have these battles revealed your hidden strengths? How has each challenge brought you closer to understanding the depth of your purpose? This journey is not just about endurance, but about becoming the person God designed you to be, equipped, empowered, and unshakable. The question remains, are you ready to step fully into this purpose, knowing that victory is already yours through His divine power? Within you lies something even more profound, hidden secrets and ancient wisdom that you may not fully comprehend yet. These mysteries are embedded deep within your very being, woven into your DNA like threads of a sacred tapestry. This isn't just metaphorical, it is a spiritual inheritance, a reservoir of knowledge passed down through countless generations, waiting for the moment when you are ready to awaken it. Have you ever wondered why you feel different? Why a part of you senses that there's more within than what others can see? This feeling is the stir of a legacy of wisdom, power, and light that the world is in desperate need of. This hidden power is not lost on those who walk in darkness. Secret societies, dark entities, and demonic forces are all acutely aware of the light you carry, and they are profoundly afraid of what will happen once you fully embrace it. In the Bible, we see that even at Christ's birth, forces sought to eliminate him before his ministry could begin. Matthew 2. Similarly, these adversaries are not just passive observers. They have watched you from the shadows, attempting to distract you, hoping to veer you off course. Their aim is to suppress the gifts within you before you realize their full scope and power. But what they fail to recognize is that your gifts, your purpose, and this ancient wisdom within are not simply yours. They are protected by a higher authority. This divine protection surrounds and guards the sacred knowledge within you. Just as God shielded Daniel in the lion's den, Daniel 6:22, he has placed a hedge of protection around you, ensuring that your gifts remain intact, untouched by the forces that seek to strip them away. The enemy may try to create roadblocks, to plant seeds of doubt or distraction, but they cannot touch the essence of what God has placed within you. So, ask yourself, what could happen if you leaned fully into this divine legacy? What transformations might occur if you chose to step boldly into the power you were born to carry? This journey is not just about surviving the attacks, but unlocking a depth of purpose that can change the world. The question remains, are you ready to let these gifts come alive, knowing that nothing can stand in the way of the divine purpose crafted within you? This is why your mission carries such immense significance. You weren't placed here to blend in or live a conventional life. You are here to disrupt the status quo, to be a light in the midst of darkness, and to challenge forces that have been keeping humanity in chains for generations. The enemy is well aware that if you succeed, their plans will falter, their agenda will fall apart. That's why they've been attacking you so relentlessly, hoping to break your spirit. But understand this deeply, you were built for this battle. You were designed by the Creator to withstand the pressure, to rise in the face of every trial, and to carry out the mission that only you were chosen to complete. There will undoubtedly be moments when the burden feels overwhelming, when the weight of this calling seems too heavy to bear. Even the strongest warriors face moments of doubt. Yet remember, God has already written your victory into existence. Your steps are guarded by divine protection, and you are surrounded by forces beyond comprehension, guiding you every step of the way. When Moses doubted his ability to lead, God reminded him, "I will be with you." Exodus 3:12. Likewise, you are not walking this path alone, for God is with you, strengthening you for each step of this profound journey. Your mission transcends personal accomplishment. It's about the lives you are destined to touch, the souls you are here to awaken, and the legacy you are meant to leave behind. Each time you rise, you show others that they too can overcome. Each time you break through the darkness, you forge a path for others to follow. Like Joshua leading the Israelites into the Promised Land, you are a leader, a guide, a beacon of hope in a world yearning for light and truth. So stand firm with courage and conviction. God has chosen you for this purpose, and no force, no darkness can revoke that divine calling. The enemy may attempt to intimidate, but your purpose is safeguarded, and your victory has already been ordained. Are you ready to fully embrace this mission, knowing that you are not only destined to succeed, but also to lead others into the light? Stand tall, for you were made for this. Each victory you claim is a testament to the strength and purpose God has instilled within you. I feel a deep urge to reveal something crucial to you, chosen one. The relentless attacks you've endured since childhood are no accident, and the reasons behind them are no mystery. The enemy has always feared the greatness you are destined to embody. Now is the time to transform every painful experience into a source of strength. The challenges, the wounds, they came in many forms, often through those closest to you. Sometimes the very people who were supposed to protect and nurture you became the instruments of your deepest pain. This isn't easy to accept, but it's a harsh reality. The enemy frequently uses our closest relationships to deliver the most devastating blows, precisely because he knows the impact is more profound. The enemy understands that a broken heart can weaken even the strongest spirit, and so time and time again they tried to shatter yours, hoping to weaken the foundation of your purpose. Perhaps you've felt betrayal, abandonment, or even abuse from the very people you thought you could trust. These weren't random acts of cruelty. They were intentional, calculated attacks aimed at dimming your light before you even realized it was there. The enemy sought to manipulate your pain, to build barriers around your heart so that you might never step into your full power. But here's the miracle they never anticipated: your resilience. Just as Joseph endured betrayal by his own brothers, only to rise into a position of power and purpose, Genesis 50:20, you have overcome each attempt to break you. They tried to wound you early, hoping to sabotage your mission before it even began, but they couldn't see the strength that was woven into your spirit from the very beginning. With each betrayal, each moment of heartbreak, you only became stronger, wiser, and more determined. Have you ever wondered how different your path would be if you hadn't faced such trials? Every wound has shaped you, revealing layers of resilience and depths of compassion that make you uniquely capable of fulfilling your mission. It's a reminder that the enemy's tactics can't alter God's purpose. The pain you've experienced is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a testimony of transformation. Now is the time to turn every trauma into triumph, to reclaim every part of your story as fuel for the mission that lies ahead. You have faced more than most could fathom, the depths of pain, trauma, and heartbreak that have marked your journey. There were times when it all felt insurmountable, yet here you stand, not only having survived, but having risen stronger. Each wound you bear has become a wellspring of strength. Each scar is a symbol of your resilience, a declaration that no matter what the enemy attempts, you will rise. This isn't mere survival. It's a testament to the power within you, a power that even relentless attacks cannot extinguish. The trauma you've experienced is more than a series of painful events. It has been a spiritual assault aimed at stopping you from reaching your divine purpose. The enemy's goal was to ensnare you in a cycle of pain, to trap you in a loop of replaying memories of betrayal and hurt until they defined your very existence. But what the enemy underestimated is the depth of your spirit. The Bible reminds us in Romans 8:37 that we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. Your spirit, resilient and fortified by the divine, has refused to stay down, breaking free from the pain meant to bind it. Think of every painful memory as a stepping stone in your journey. Just as gold is refined by fire, each trial has purified and strengthened your character, revealing a resilience that is rare and powerful. Have you noticed that each time you choose to rise above, you feel a little closer to the truth of who you are, a truth that the enemy desperately tried to obscure? The scars you carry are not marks of defeat. They are badges of victory, proof of battles fought and won. They serve as reminders that you are not defined by the pain, but by the strength that carried you through it. As you step further into your mission, remember that your power is greater than any trauma you've faced. Every experience, every moment of endurance has fortified you for the path ahead. Now is the time to reclaim your power fully, knowing that your story, shaped by resilience and divine strength, is a beacon for others who walk a similar path. The pain you endured was never meant to define you. It was meant to reveal the unbreakable spirit within you. You are now stepping into a profound season of healing, a time to let go of everything that no longer serves your spirit. This is the moment to release the past, to shed the burdens that once weighed down your heart. While the wounds you've endured have shaped parts of your journey, they do not define who you are. Now is the time to declare, "I release what no longer serves me," and to feel that affirmation lift from your soul like a breath of freedom. Spiritual cleansing awaits you, whether through journaling, where you pour out every unspoken pain onto the page, or through mirror work, where you meet your own gaze and reclaim your power. Healing is your birthright, a sacred process that was always meant to be part of your journey. You were never meant to carry the weight of this pain indefinitely. It was only a chapter, never the conclusion. As you heal, you will find that the very things once aimed at destroying you have now become sources of your greatest strength. Like the phoenix that rises from its ashes, reborn and more powerful than ever, you will emerge from the remnants of your trauma with a resilience that defies expectation. The enemy's greatest error was underestimating your ability to heal, to rise, and to transform. They believed the trauma would break you, but in truth, it has unlocked a depth of strength and wisdom within you that nothing can diminish. Your journey of healing is more than personal renewal. It is a revolutionary act in a world that thrives on chaos, division, and pain. Choosing to heal is a bold rebellion against the forces that would prefer you to stay broken. Each step you take toward wholeness is a reclaiming of your divine mission, a reaffirmation of your purpose. As you heal, you don't only restore yourself, you become a guiding light for others still navigating the darkness. Your journey becomes a testament to the truth that healing is possible, that redemption is real, and that victory is attainable. You show others, by example, that they too can overcome whatever was sent to destroy them. Are you ready to embrace this transformation fully, knowing that each step is a return to your highest self? Every layer of healing is a step closer to reclaiming the destiny that was always meant to be yours. As you walk this path, you illuminate the way for others, proving that true strength lies not in avoiding pain, but in rising above it. Your healing is a gift, not only for yourself, but for every soul who dares to believe that they too can be whole again. The journey through this season of healing will challenge you deeply. It will demand that you confront the shadows within, to face the memories and buried emotions that may have seemed safer left untouched. But remember, every step you take into that darkness brings you closer to the light on the other side. True freedom awaits beyond the pain, and when you rise from this, you will be unbreakable. God has led you through the fire to refine you, not to destroy you. Much like how Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walked unscathed through the blazing furnace, Daniel 3:27. You've endured flames meant to purify, not consume. And now, as you emerge, God is preparing a great inheritance for you, a reward that is yours because of the endurance you've shown. The trials, the tribulations, the tests you have faced were not meaningless. They were steps on the path leading to your purpose. In Psalm 23:5, it is written, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." This is not just any table. It is one set with honor, redemption, and divine favor. Imagine this. The table God prepares for you stands before those who doubted you, those who tried to hinder your progress, and those who never believed you would make it this far. God's favor upon you is not hidden. It is revealed openly as a testament to His faithfulness and your resilience. Have you considered what it means to receive this inheritance in such a way? This table symbolizes not only the blessings you've earned through perseverance, but also the triumph of light over darkness, of faith over doubt. As you step into this season of restoration, Know that your healing and strength are living testimonies. You are becoming unstoppable, a beacon of hope for others who are still lost in their pain. This is your reward, your divine inheritance, and it stands as proof that every trial you faced has been part of a greater plan. Your inheritance is not merely material, though tangible blessings will come. Money, resources, and new opportunities will flow into your life as part of God's plan. But more than that, this inheritance is profoundly spiritual. You're being gifted with wisdom, insight, and a depth of understanding that will guide you along every step of your path. In Scripture, we see how Solomon asked for wisdom, and God not only granted it, but blessed him with unparalleled prosperity as well. 1 Kings 3:13. Similarly, you are receiving divine compensation for every tear shed, every battle fought, and every obstacle overcome. Claim it now. This inheritance is mine, and it is coming to me. With these words, you align yourself with the divine flow of abundance that has been stored up, waiting for this very moment when you are ready to receive. Balance is being restored in your life. After years of instability, where it felt like the ground was constantly shifting beneath you, you are entering a season of equilibrium. The chaos is subsiding, and the peace you've longed for is finally taking root in your heart and mind. You are finding harmony between your physical world and spiritual purpose, creating a foundation upon which abundance will thrive. Just as Job, after enduring his trials, was restored with twice as much as he had before, Job 42:10, you too are stepping into a time of divine restoration. But remember, wealth is more than financial gain. True wealth encompasses the spiritual, emotional, and relational aspects of life. It is the inner peace that comes from walking confidently in your divine purpose. It is the joy that fills your heart as you witness the lives you touch and uplift along the way. This wealth includes the love and support of those who resonate with your spirit and journey, who stand by you as you fulfill your mission. Ask yourself, are you prepared to embrace not only the financial abundance, but the holistic wealth that transforms your spirit and life? This season of balance is the answer to your prayers, a season where your soul is nourished, your relationships flourish, and your heart is at rest. Embrace it fully, knowing that each blessing is a step closer to fulfilling the purpose God has placed within you. As you rise, may you continue to inspire others to believe in their own path toward wholeness and divine abundance. This inheritance isn't just for you. It's a blessing meant to transform your entire lineage. The abundance you are about to receive will ripple forward, breaking generational cycles of lack, poverty, and struggle. In Deuteronomy 30:9, we see God's promise to prosper you abundantly in all the work of your hands, not just for the present, but for future generations. You are laying a foundation that your children, grandchildren, and even their children will build upon, creating a legacy of prosperity that will echo far beyond your lifetime. As you enter this new season of wealth, remember to stay grounded in your purpose. Wealth is a tool, a gift that supports your journey, not the journey itself. Just as King David used his resources to prepare for the building of the temple, a task that would ultimately be fulfilled by his son Solomon, you too are preparing a path of abundance and stability for those who come after you. Your legacy is not just one of material riches. It is one of wisdom, integrity, and divine alignment. So, as you steward this blessing, use it with intention and purpose. When wealth is guided by the heart and rooted in God's plan, it flows freely, returning in ever greater measure. Your careful, purpose-driven approach will continue to attract and amplify abundance, turning each blessing into a cornerstone for future generations. Ask yourself, how can I use this wealth to not only bless my own life, but to uplift and empower those I am destined to impact? In this new season, let every decision be one of purpose, remembering that you are not merely receiving this inheritance, you are becoming the foundation upon which a legacy of light, prosperity, and divine favor will be built. You have remained faithful even in seasons of lack, staying committed to your mission despite the scarcity of resources. Now, God is rewarding that unwavering faithfulness. Doors are opening, blessings are pouring in, and the inheritance promised to you is finally being delivered. As you step into the fullness of your divine calling, something remarkable is unfolding within you, a profound awakening to your true power. For years the world has tried to convince you that you are small, that you lack significance, that you are simply another soul on this earth. But deep down, haven't you always known that wasn't the truth? You've carried an inner knowing for years, a quiet but persistent awareness that you are different, that you are destined for a purpose far beyond the ordinary. This isn't just a passing realization, it's a powerful spiritual shift. In the Bible, we see a similar moment in the life of Esther. She too came to realize that she was placed in her position for such a time as this. Esther 4:14. Just as Esther awakened to her divine role, you're now stepping into an understanding of the unique mission God has for you. With each new insight, you begin to see things that were once hidden. Truths that previously felt beyond your reach are now coming into focus. As you awaken further, clarity about your purpose grows stronger. This clarity brings a heightened sense of direction, reminding you that every struggle, every setback was part of a greater design to prepare you for this exact moment. Just as Joseph's hardships positioned him to save a nation, Genesis 50:20, your challenges have been molding you, aligning you for the impact you are meant to have. The awareness you are experiencing is not just knowledge. It's an unfolding revelation that fuels your mission with purpose and confidence. Now, consider this. How will you step forward equipped with this newfound clarity? As each layer of understanding unfolds, you recognize that every chapter of your story has been divinely orchestrated to bring you to this point. Embrace this moment, knowing that the power within you has always been there, waiting for you to step fully into your destiny. This is your time to shine, to embody the strength and purpose that have been placed in you, and to walk boldly in the path God has prepared. Awakening to your true power has its challenges, and one of those is becoming a target. As your awareness deepens, so does the opposition around you. Dark forces that once overlooked you now take notice. They sense the shift within you, the rising strength, and they know that if you fully embrace this power, their influence over you and others will diminish. They are intimidated by what you are becoming, recognizing that your awakened purpose threatens their very control. Yet, here's the profound truth. You are under divine protection. As Isaiah 54:17 proclaims, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." The enemy may try to launch attacks, but every attempt will falter. Your power is not rooted in anything of this world. It flows from the divine source that created you. Just as Elisha's servant was shown an army of angels surrounding them for protection, 2 Kings 6:17, so too are you shielded by heavenly warriors who accompany you on this journey. You are surrounded by a radiant light, fortified by a spiritual guard that walks with you every step of the way. The forces that shield you are beyond the enemy's reach, beyond their understanding, and beyond their control. This light, this divine protection, is a testament to the purpose that has been placed within you. As the forces of darkness tremble at your awakening, remember that your path is safeguarded, your mission shielded by those unseen yet profoundly powerful allies. Consider this. How will you move forward knowing that you are shielded by light and surrounded by an army of divine warriors? With this protection, you are free to walk boldly into your purpose, knowing that no force can stand against the divine strength within you. Let this knowledge fuel your courage, empowering you to fully embrace the calling that is unfolding, knowing that you are protected, unstoppable, and destined to triumph. This awakening is merely the beginning of a profound transformation. You are stepping into a new season of growth, one that will unfold spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. Gifts that have long been dormant within you are now being activated, stirring to life with new energy and purpose. Your intuition sharpens, your power to manifest increases, and your connection to the divine deepens. You are stepping into a version of yourself that is beyond anything you might have once imagined. Yet, with this growth comes a sacred responsibility. As you awaken to your true power, you also realize that your journey extends far beyond yourself. You have been chosen not only to elevate your own soul, but to serve as a leader, a guide, and an inspiration to those around you. Jesus reminded his disciples of their role as lights in the world, saying, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." Matthew 5:14. In the same way, you are becoming a beacon for others, illuminating the path through your example and showing what is possible when one walks in alignment with their divine purpose. As you grow, others will be drawn to you, seeking your wisdom, support, and guidance. This isn't just a consequence of your transformation, it is an integral part of your mission. You were chosen to be a light in the darkness, a source of hope and direction for those still navigating their own awakening. Your journey, your struggles, and your triumphs will serve as a roadmap for others, inspiring them to step into their own power. Have you considered the impact of your influence as you walk this path? Each step you take not only strengthens you, but also lights the way for those who follow. This awakening is not simply for your benefit. It is a divine calling to rise, to lead, and to show others the strength they carry within. Embrace this role with humility and purpose, knowing that your journey is a testament to the power of divine alignment, and that through you, many will find the courage to awaken. The path ahead will come with its share of challenges. As you continue to grow, you will encounter new obstacles, fresh tests, and even new adversaries. Yet, alongside these trials, you will also discover new allies, uncover hidden strengths, and gain deeper insights that propel you forward. Every step you take brings you closer to fulfilling your divine purpose. Each hurdle you overcome isn't just a victory, it's a preparation for the next stage of your mission. There will undoubtedly be moments when you feel the weight of this journey pressing down on you, moments when you feel isolated or burdened by the responsibilities of your awakening. Remember the promise God made in Isaiah 41:10. "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." You are never truly alone. The divine walks beside you, guiding, supporting, and protecting you, no matter how heavy the journey may feel. In those times of doubt, when the path seems overwhelming, remember that your journey isn't solely for you. You are blazing a trail for others who are still lost in the shadows, awaiting someone like you to show them the way. Just as Moses led his people out of bondage, you are here to guide, inspire, and lift others out of their own struggles. Each step forward, every victory over darkness, shines a light for those who follow. So, when the road grows difficult, let the knowledge that you are not alone and that your purpose extends beyond yourself give you strength. You are part of a larger story, one that touches lives, lifts spirits, and brings light to those still searching. Embrace this calling, knowing that every hardship is a stepping stone, every victory a beacon, and that, through your journey, others will find the courage to awaken. The growth you are experiencing right now is only the start of something much greater. Ahead lies a path of expansion, where more gifts, deeper insights, and abundant blessings are waiting to unfold. You are stepping into a season of boundless potential, where everything you have been working toward and dreaming of will begin to manifest. Trust in the process, embrace the journey, and know that you are precisely where you are meant to be. As you continue to expand, remember this: your power has no limits. In Philippians 4:13, we are reminded, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." The only barriers you face are the doubts that try to convince you otherwise. But those doubts are illusions. You are more than enough. You always have been, and you always will be. The divine hand that crafted you knew the purpose you were meant to fulfill and equipped you with everything you need to accomplish it. The world is waiting for you to step fully into this power. Now is the time. You were chosen, and no matter what obstacles arise, no force can take away what is divinely yours. The enemy may try, but they cannot diminish what has been ordained for you. So rise with confidence, embrace the calling upon your life, and let this season of growth lead you to new heights. In conclusion, remember this: you have been chosen for a purpose far beyond what you may see today. Every challenge, every hardship, every moment of growth has prepared you for this season of blessings and abundance. As you step forward, continue to trust that you are fully equipped, fully protected, and fully capable of fulfilling this divine mission. The journey ahead is filled with expansion and opportunity, and the power within you is limitless. Embrace it, knowing that no force can take away what God has ordained for you. If this message has resonated with you, I invite you to support our mission by donating via Super Thanks. It helps us continue to spread these messages of hope and purpose. Whether or not you donate, thank you for being here and for joining us on this journey of faith. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who may need this encouragement. And in the comments type Amen to affirm your commitment to stepping fully into your power and purpose. May God bless each of you abundantly as you walk this path. Your journey matters, and we are grateful to be a part of it.